Hey everybody, Andrew Ford here. I posted an image online and mentioned that I created my own digital background texture. So I want to create this tutorial to show you how to do so. I have this photo here of my lighting mannequin Simon, and he was shot against a gray wall. In order to get the texture, we have to create it. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go to File, New. I will make sure it's set to 8-bit and gray as my foreground color. Hit OK. I'm going to duplicate the layer by hitting Command J, then going to Filter, Filter Gallery. When that opens under the Texture tab, I always choose Texturizer, and then play with the scaling accordingly. And then I'll hit OK. So as you see here, we have some nice canvas-like scaling. Texture rather, sorry. And then I will hit Command E to flatten that image, Command J to duplicate again, go to Filter, Alien Skin, Exposure X. So when it opens up, it's going to take the last setting. So the first thing I always do is I hit Reset. Over on the left-hand side here, I'm going to scroll down until you find Texture, which is right here. Take the icon, and then take this little arrow, and you can see there's a whole bunch of textures in here. There's a couple that I've already created, Andy Orange, Crust Jade, what have you. I always like to start with Paper, and I'll choose as Paper 3. Now, I know you don't see anything yet, and that could be because the opacity is so low. So I'll always drag the opacity up, and then if you hit this icon, it'll toggle between white or black. So I'll toggle it to black, and zoom in a little bit, and you can see there's some detail in there. So you can see on and off. That's not enough for me to create a background, so I'll add a little bit of clarity. But if you scroll up, you can see this little paintbrush here. Take the paintbrush, make sure you're on New, click Neutral, and then if you go back down, you'll notice the texture layer is off. Hit Texture again. Choose a texture you want to use, so let's go to Fundy Finish, and let's choose this Fundy Finish 8. And now I know you don't see anything, but when you're under this brush here, you can actually brush in the effect. So that's what I'm going to do now. And of course, this is all editable. So we'll go down to Texture. I'll click on the black and white, make it black. Make it really dark, really light. By changing the opacity, we could zoom in a little bit. So we have more of a vignette. And I think that's looking pretty good. I want to add one more texture. So again, we'll go up, make sure the brush is hit, select New, go back down to Texture. We did hit New Texture, Neutral. Go back down to Texture, and let's choose yet another texture. Let's try Image Wash. And let's try Image Wash 15. And of course, we have to, like before, paint that in. Okay, once that's all painted in, mess around. I hit the black and white always. Trying to make it kind of subtle. So there we go. I like that right there. When you're done, just hit the Apply button. It'll take a second or two to run. And there is our background. Now it's a little flat, so things I like to do is I'll add a curves adjustment. Do it to darken it up a little bit. And I'll clip that down by holding Alt. And of course, this is all editable. Let's add a levels adjustment. Clip that down, and then I'll add a vignette to finish it off. go down, hit Command I to invert, zoom out, hit B, get a big, large, soft brush, fill it with white. I'll set my flow to 20%. And this is just to create a nice vignette. Alright, then finish off, just flatten the image, file, save as DB3, save it to the desktop as a JPEG. Okay, so we'll close that. Here we're back to Sun. The way I generally add my backgrounds, I'll go to File, Place Embedded, find the background, and it opens up. Hit Enter, and then I will change the blend mode to soft light. I'll zoom in, create a mask, get a black brush, 100% opacity, 100% flow, soft edge brush, and just paint off the effect. So here's the before and the after. Of course, if you want to add a vignette, just like before, curves layer, darken down, Command I, big soft brush, white, and you can darken it in. And I kind of like to darken it, kind of give it that cookie level, and if you want, change the opacity a little bit. But there you go.